Hello and welcome back to Axel Racing. You join me here back on Forza Motorsport. Ferrari week's over, unfortunately, but the spirit lives on. As we are jumping now into some Fords. I'm not like a huge fan of them. There's some cool cars, obviously, some Mustangs, some GTs, etc. But to be perfectly honest, the first new car that we're going to be trying out is the Ford Racing Puma. Obviously not a purpose-built race car, but to be honest, a very cool sports car that Ford made in the late 90s, early 2000s. 1.7 litre ST engine, I believe, or something like that. Yeah, awesome little car. So we are going to rent it. We're here at Mid-Ohio, so everything is very new to us. Completely new car and new track. Fun fact, I actually wanted one of these cars not too long ago, but then I realised it's a Ford and I don't really want it. No, they look fun enough, and let's see if I actually fall in love with it after just driving it in the game first. We'll see what happens. But anyway, so yeah. Ford Puma Racing at Mid-Ohio is the full circuit. We're going to do 2 laps of it as usual. As always, let's plant our foot and get on with it. Now, obviously nowhere near as powerful as the cars that we have been driving as of late, which is probably a good thing because I have absolutely no idea where this track goes. It's an anti-clockwise track. We're going, that's a very weird first corner. Consider that being fun in online lobbies. Not. Right, so we've got a big loop coming up here. Just gonna brake. It's a little bit faster than actually no, because I'm only doing 40 miles an hour. This is not as exciting as the other cars we've been driving recently, and trust me, we'll get back to some very big and very powerful cars next. But for now, it's a little Ford Puma ST, and we are 100 miles an hour, 105 miles an hour into 5th gear. And we've got a right-hander coming up. Oh, that's a little bit tighter than it looks. Oh, a nice sweeping S-bend by the looks of things as well. Can you carry speed, or is it too tight? You might be able to carry speed, but this feels like a small car circuit, to be perfectly honest. It's very club level, but it's quite open, and there's not too many technical sections in there. There's some corners that are going to catch you out, that's for sure, but it doesn't look too technical. Kind of reminds me of Alton Park a little bit, and the layout. I mean, obviously it's completely different in terms of layout, but the feel of the track gives me that sort of vibe. Now, obviously, if you're not from the UK, you're not really going to know what track that is. It's a little club circuit somewhere up north. It's all right. Here we go. So we got a fast-ish first. I can't tell if it's supposed to be fast or not. I think touring cars might be good around here. Maybe a little bit too fast for GT. Maybe a little bit too. The GT cars might be a little bit fast for this circuit, but touring cars and some lower class cars will be a lot of fun around here. I'm sure there will be. But this is not giving me the same fizz and excitement of all the Ferraris that we've just been driving. Still fun though. I'm sure it will tune up to be a cool car. Anyway, so this was the right-left sweeping S's. And this corner gets a little bit tight at the top. We're going to leave it in 3rd anyway and just power through it. As we come over the top there, that looked alright. Plenty of curb on the inside. Switching back the other, there's a lot of switchbacks. I'm sure this is actually quite a good bike track, to be honest. There's a lot of switching backwards and forwards. We almost completely lost it there. We almost had our first proper momentum stopping crash. That would not have been good, would it? I just feel like as soon as we turn in, we lose all momentum. There's like no speed to carry. I'd like to do a race on this track, actually. I'd like to see what it's like to race. But to, yeah, to drive like that, it's a little bit... It's a cool track. I'm sure it can provide some fun racing in some lower class cars, but it's not really for me. Neither is the car. We'll revisit the track in some other cars. I know the track now. I've got over that initial fear. At least I know where I'm going, so... yeah, very quickly on to the next video. I'll see you then.